Hey guys, welcome back to the Spectacular Nerds. Happy New Year and happy 2021. It's been a hell of a year last year, and obviously we were telling you guys that we're going to be making more videos. But obviously due to the lockdown restrictions in the UK and pretty much most of the world, yeah, we can't really meet up, me and Sean. So instead of that, we might be doing these little small videos where we record one half each from our house. And yeah, that will be how we start out for now, and then we'll see how it goes. So with that out of the way, and hopefully a good new year ahead of us, we decided to look at the brighter parts, and we're going to basically tell you our most anticipated games for the year 2021. So for me, I've got 6 games that I'm looking forward to in 2021. Some of them are a bit funny, as you will see, but hey, you know, we all have something to look forward to this year. So I'm just going to go for the games I want the most, even if they're not realistic. So my first game is GTA 6. Now obviously the likelihood of this coming out at all this year is basically 0. But I'm just happy with an announcement. I'd love just an announcement, you know. It's about time. GTA 5 Online, I'm one of the people who like it. It's good and all, but you know, it's not GTA 6, and it's time Rockstar went back to doing what they do best, which is, you know, amazing single player story adventures. And we're way overdue of GTA 6 now. It's been almost 10 years since GTA 5. And as a big GTA fan, GTA 5 had a lot of problems. You know, for me it's one of the weaker ones, one of the weaker entries in the series. So I would love to see GTA finally get to the top, like back to the GTA 4 and San Andreas days. And we saw that in Red Dead Redemption 2, so hopefully GTA 6 will be that. So yeah, Rockstar, please, you know, make everyone's 2021 awesome already by just announcing GTA 6. That's all we need, that's all we want, an announcement, and we're good. Oh, and hopefully a release within the next 2 years. My next game on the list is Harry Potter Legacy. Now I actually drew up this list a few days ago, before it was announced it was delayed. So it's not going to come out this year for sure. So I'm still including it on the list just to bring it up, because this is basically the Harry Potter game I've always wanted, and a lot of people have always wanted. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan in the world right now. I haven't been for a few years, but you know, the world is still amazing. It's still a captivating like setting, and I would love to just explore, you know, the hallways of Hogwarts. So hopefully that will be coming out next year. I'm just mentioning it just to give it a highlight, but since that's not coming out, I'm going to replace it with Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil is a great series, love it, so that is going to be hopefully fantastic. I didn't play Resident Evil 7, which is the one that it's most similar to. I, you know, like more of the older school ones. So yeah, but even though I haven't played it, I'm still looking forward to Resident Evil 8, so that's one of my games that I'm looking forward to in 2021. Now the next game on my list, I believe I actually share with Sean, and there was no way neither of us could not include it. And obviously it's that good that we've both decided to just go for it. So it is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Now the name is awful, unfortunately, because it's probably referencing The Rise of Skywalker, which we haven't done a review for, surprisingly. I remember Sean pointed that out for me. That will be one video to watch out for, actually, the review for The Rise of Skywalker and the whole sequel trilogy. But anyway, yeah, it's probably a reference to that, as well as obviously the whole Star Wars thing. But the lame name aside, it looks to be just a great game. I mean, Lego games are pretty good, and Lego Star Wars 2 was the best Lego game. So to get a new 4K, you know, Lego Star Wars game with all of the movies, even the bad ones, like the sequel trilogy, it's still a great thing to look forward to. It's going to be, you know, probably great co-op fun, amazing Lego humor. So with how, like, dull, you know, and basically horrible the last year has been, this is exactly what we need. Just, you know, a nice bright game to lighten everything up. So Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, can't wait to boot you up in 2021. The next game is Ghostwire Tokyo. I actually don't know too much about this game. I do know it is made by Shinji Mikami. I just searched that up to make sure that was correct, but yes, it is indeed Shinji Mikami, who is, you know, the mastermind behind the Resident Evil series. And I really like the Resident Evil games. So for me, that's enough to put it on my list. And especially that it's set in Tokyo, and it's looking like a sort of Neo-Tokyo kind of cyberpunk environment. That's also another thing I like a lot. And of course with the horror elements, so for me that sounds like a great game. So sometimes with games I'm looking forward to, I actually don't look too much into them because I like them to surprise me. So Ghostwire Tokyo is one of those games, and yeah, I can't wait to see, you know, what Shinji Mikami's come up with now. Massively looking forward to that. Now the next game is actually a re-release. So it's not technically a 2021 game, but it is a game coming out in 2021, so I'm going to include it anyway. And that is Mass Effect: The Legendary Edition. Now, of course, it is a remastering of the, you know, free Mass Effect games from last gen. Oh no god, 2 gens ago. The 360 and PS3. Oof, can't believe that. But yeah, despite that fact, I still am massively looking forward to that. Pun not intended. Because Mass Effect 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. Now, I'm not going to go into it too much into this. We'll probably have a review once it's out. But basically, Mass Effect 2 and 3 I didn't like as much. Mass Effect 2 is fantastic still. I really like Mass Effect 2. But basically, I'm getting this game just for Mass Effect 1. That's how much I love Mass Effect 1. The Mass Effect series could have been one of my favorite game series of all time. And for a while it was, but it fell apart towards the end. But despite that, that doesn't take away from what are 2 fantastic games in Mass Effect 1 and 2. So for me to be able to revisit those games after 10 years basically, definitely 10 years, because I didn't play Mass Effect 3 funnily enough, this is going to be brilliant. Mass Effect 1 was such a big part of my teen gaming years, so to be able to revisit that in glorious HD and hopefully with some slightly improved gameplay, yeah, that's going to make 2021 already fucking amazing, so I can't wait for this one. So the last game on my list is going to be, going with the space theme again, Metroid Prime 4. Now, this is again another GTA 6 style game on my list, because it's probably very unlikely we're going to get this game, or any announcement regarding it. Because Nintendo has apparently restarted development, delayed development, changed developers, and they've gone completely silent on the whole thing, and this is worrying. So, for me, this is another game I want to highlight and say, please Nintendo, come on. Like, Samus is one of the best bloody Nintendo characters. Metroid is one of the best franchises. And I love when Nintendo has the more serious franchises like Zelda sometimes, or Fire Emblem, and Metroid is one of those. Especially, you know, the Metroid Prime sub-series. So, we need to go back to that. And imagine it with the Switch's graphics, and with advancements of gameplay that have been made over the last 10 years, even more than 10 years since Metroid Prime 3, it would be amazing. And especially since for the Switch we haven't had a big first party heavy hitter in a while now. So I think it's about time that we have another big heavy hitter announced, and Metroid Prime 4 would be the perfect one. And it would basically just put the cherry on top that would confirm that 2021 is going to be much better than last year. So yeah, that's my list. Hope you like my games. I definitely do. I'm going to pass it over to Sean now. He's going to end this video, and he's also going to give his opinion on what his games are. But yeah, have a great 2021 folks, and I look forward to seeing more of you.
What's up guys, Happy New Year. We're unable to make a proper video at the moment, but you know, just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone, whoever's watching. With that being said, the games that I'm looking forward to hearing about, we've got news about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, there's Part 2. We've had a couple of things from Square Enix. They've been trademarking a few things. I think one of them was it's something like a small reference to Crisis Core, something Crisis. I can't remember it off the top of my head. And a Shinra logo from the game has been trademarked, and the First Soldier has been trademarked. So my theory is this might either tie into the other console releases, or it might tie into DLC that will come out alongside when the other console releases, like the Xbox version and the PC version. But we'll have to see. But I'm very excited to see anything more Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I finished it late last year, so I'm really ready to jump into more Final Fantasy VII. The game that's coming out this year, one game that I'm really looking forward to, I believe it's coming out next month, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. I've never gotten into the Ys series before. I played Ys 8 last year, and I've since gotten Ys Origin, which I'm playing through currently on the PS4. But after seeing the trailers for Monstrum Nox, and obviously it being, essentially take what Ys 8 did, make it better, I can't wait to play Monstrum Nox, because Ys 8 was great. I really fell in love with that game. I thought it was just a really great game. So to see more of that going forward into Ys 9, I literally cannot wait. That will be a day one purchase for me, definitely. Another game that I'm looking forward to, not sure when it's coming out, is the Star Wars Skywalker Saga, the LEGO games. Cannot wait. I've just heard the news that EA's licensing has run out for exclusivity on Star Wars games. So we're finally going to get some other bits chucked in. We just had a game sort of teased, announced by Ubisoft, and I think it's massive. And they're going to be making a open world Star Wars game. Can't wait for that. It's a breath of fresh air. We've had nothing but EA Star Wars games for a while. With this Lego game coming out and this apparent game by Ubisoft, I can't wait to see what else is going to happen with the Star Wars license, because EA was sort of, they made the good game Jedi Fallen Order, but then when they handled Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1 was also a bit lackluster in the content. I played a snippet via EA Play of Squadrons. It wasn't what I was looking for in the game, so I'm sure it's great for the people that enjoy it, but for me it wasn't what I was looking for, so I gave that a miss. So I really can't wait to see what someone else can do with the name and the brand Star Wars. That'd be great. On to another thing that's going to be a very big deal for me. This year is going to be Sonic's 30th anniversary. And we've been in a bit of a Sonic drought for a while. We had the last mainline Sonic game was back in 2017. That was Sonic Forces. That was a middling game for me. You know, it was very short. It felt very rushed. Apparently the development they said that the game took 4 years of development, but apparently that was because they spent the majority of that time developing the Hedgehog Engine 2. So the game itself didn't have that much time to be worked on. I'm really hoping that now that they have the Hedgehog Engine 2, they can fix some things with Forces, like put back in the drift, make the game feel a little less automated, bulk out the story a bit. I mean, one of the things that we've been hoping for is Adventure Remake or Adventure 2 Remake or that era remake. And Sega, I think, have teased already that we're getting potentially, 2, maybe more than one Sonic game this year at some point. So the hope is that we're eventually going to get something that all Sonic fans can jump in. But at the moment, the drought has been quite real. So any news on Sonic 2021's games, I'll be happy to receive this year. And lastly, the couple of quick mentions that I want to do is we've got the Ratchet & Clank game, Rift Apart. I haven't got around to playing Miles Morales yet because it's too much money. It's like, it's almost as much as the original game, and I don't want to pay that much for what I know is going to be a smaller game, so I'll wait until that goes down in price. But again, I can't wait to play that. Ratchet & Clank, I've been following the series since the PS2 days. I really can't wait to jump back into another one. Hopefully it doesn't do quite as much of sort of like a bland feeling that the remake did, but it's a remake. It was based for the film. I'm not blaming that for that one. I can't wait to see what they do with Rift Apart. There's Tales of Arise. It's a game that's been delayed and delayed. I really want to hear any news about this at all. Apparently the Tales of series anniversary event has now been extended into this year, or they said it was going to be extended into this year, so maybe we'll find out some more information there, and that'd be great. And another game that I really want to hear about, it's a pool game, pool snooker game. It's called This Is Pool and This Is Snooker. I think they're in tandem. One of them's like a DLC add-on or like an additional thing for the other. But basically it's a game that we've heard virtually nothing on for quite some time. I think it was announced in 2019. This Is Snooker was partnered with, I think, Stephen Hendry, I think is the snooker player's name. They were hoping to... They've made a game before called Pure Pool. They've done a couple games like Pure Pool, Pure Chess. Hustle Kings, I think, was another one by them. And basically, I really enjoyed the Pure Pool. It was one of the first games I got on the PS4, because graphically it looked insane when it came out. And I've just been following this, and they were hyping it up, then there were delays, and they said, alright, it's coming out in 2020, they can't give you the exact date, and then we've had nothing. Apparently they might have been acquired by another company, so project on the game might be completely halted, but it's not been outright cancelled. So in 2021, that's another game that I would want to hear some updates on. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Happy New Year. Hopefully we can get back to making some videos soon. Lockdown, we're not sure how long it's going to go on for, possibly into February. I've heard March chucked around, so we'll see. If we can only make videos like this, and this is alright, then maybe we'll make some videos like this while we're in lockdown, where we just take 2 clips spliced together and share our opinion on a specific subject, because there's a bunch of news coming out. I mean, Pokemon Snap just got a release date for April 30th. Really interested in seeing what's going on with that. There's a bunch of things that are going to be announced here and there. I mean, we've got to talk about the potential for this Ubisoft Star Wars game that's coming out. But yeah, if videos like this are fine, then we might just go on for this until we can get back to meeting up properly. But we will do, and everything will be back on track. Hopefully, 2021 evens itself out, and we can get back to really cracking down on making these videos. Alright guys, let us know what you guys are looking forward to in 2021, what kind of games or anything really that you're looking forward to in 2021. But yeah, just let us know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, share if you want. And yeah, that's it for us for now. And Spectacular, we'll see you later. Bye.